Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol. Welcome to Nationals Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Jake Irvin. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Mike Yastrzemski leading things off. It takes a strike. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. Misses inside. Now 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Here's Elliot Ramos.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Here's your 1. One out, base is empty. This one popped up. Rosario pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Elliot Ramos.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. That's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Jung-Hoo Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Batting fourth, the designated
he got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Wilmer Flores. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Lee at second with 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. And now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. back in Washington, D.C. And towing the slab, Kyle Harrison. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lee moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And first offering is fouled off. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Chopper right side. Fitzgerald whips it to first. Inning over. And the Nationals gone in order. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Nationals Park. Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Snags it on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
That is it. The shortstop,
Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Adames goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. This one in the air. Low. And a couple of quick outs.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Just
That's ball
missed.
two.
That catches the corner. No score here in the second. Swung on, belted. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now up for Washington, Nathaniel
the first
Lowe.
baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Harrison back to work. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Yastrzemski grabs it on the run.
That was just a great
That
jump
is
and route to the ball.
catcher,
Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
K-Bert Ruiz. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And a strike. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there.
No left
I don't mean to
fielder.
laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Alex Call at the plate now. That's ball one.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
One ball,
Good pitch
two
right there.
strikes.
Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
On the ground at first. Takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Giants,
Now
the
here
catcher,
is
number
Patrick
14,
Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that's outside, and it's 1-1. And delivers outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Call under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman,
Tyler Fitzgerald will hit next. And a foul ball. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Low makes the grab for the second out.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Mike Yastrzemski up here. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. He's 0 for 1. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Yastrzemski off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The batter.
First and second, 2 outs. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee doubled his first time. And that is out of play. That misses the zone, and a count even 1-1. First and second, 2 down. In the air, out towards right center. Hassel on the move. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple, and we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
That's outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Nats, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Dalen Lyle, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Ball 2. 2-0.
He was late there. Strike one.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Line drive. And that gets down into the gap. The throw is wild and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Robert Hassel III digging in for the Nationals. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a foul out of play.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Outside low, ball two. Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. That's hard hit in the line. And that's a fair ball. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Man at second. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is fouled back. The other way. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The run comes in to score from second. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Caught looking his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
That's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
No outs. Runner on second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 4-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Man at first, nobody out. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch just misses.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Step off, throw to first. Rosario dives back in. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He's 0 for 1. A little bit low. Ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw into third. In there safely. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. Ramos snags it. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-0.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
The left fielder,
Alex Call digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. That one's in there. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next pitch misses inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. 3 innings complete. It's the Nationals 5 and the Giants nothing. On to the fourth, stepping in, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
stud.
That's a
When you
ball.
look at players like this, you play that hot corner.
Ball one,
Got to
no
be
strike.
pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the
Really?
zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. First time up was a pop out. He swings and fouls one off. Man at second. Foul ball. On the ground right side. And they get Adames for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Up
Lets
next
the
for the
defense
Giants,
work behind him with
the
another
first
ground
baseman,
ball.
Lamont
Good execution.
Wade Jr.
So here's Wade now. Fly to center his first time. Just missed. Fouled off left side. Went too far that time. It's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Now one
2-2
missed.
count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. 1 left for San Francisco. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as
Number
we kick off the
76.
bottom of the 4th. Spencer Bivens. He last pitched
Bivens.
2 days ago. Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
up for
Luis
the
Garcia.
Nationals,
Reached
the
on an
second
infield
baseman,
single his
Luis
first time.
Garcia.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Hey!
Ground ball left side. Chapman over to first in time. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, right fielder, Galen.
And stepping in is the speedy Dalen Lyle. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's to third. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, center fielder, Robert Hassel.
Robert Hassel the third, digging in for the Nationals. A double and a run scored his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Let's go, Nats. Come on. Let's go, Big Nats. All right.
Fought off foul. Out to short. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
So the Nats lineup turns over. And now C.J. Abrams. Moved to first. And he dives back in safely. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Rosario lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Two on, 2 outs. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. 1 run across. Abrams around 3rd. He'll score. 2 runs are in. And here is James Wood. 0 for 2 in this one. And takes low for ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Rosario on at second with 2 down. And now it's even up. And the sweeper misses. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 33, Nathaniel.
So 2 on with 2 away. Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 2. First pitch misses.
That's inside.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. On the ground to short. Throws to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We played 4. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Irvin back to work.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Hit in the air, left field, call. Corrals it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tyler
Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That one outside. 2-2. The Nats up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missing there, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A gigantic blast. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they've got their first run. It's 7-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. At the plate, Elliot Ramos. Just missed. Ramos in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Hit on the ground to the right side, and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and that is the inning. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. It's now 7-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Keibert Ruiz. There's the strike. Movement in the bullpen. Jordan Hicks preparing to come on if needed. And that one a little below the knees. And 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Alex Call getting ready to hit. Line drive. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. That one is absolutely belted. But foul. Man at second. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-2. One ball, two strikes.
On the ground to third. Gets to it with a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dalen Lyle. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. So one left for Washington. And they're on top 7-1. Back in Washington, D.C. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. On the ground to the left, Abrams. On to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
The batter, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. That's in there. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 1. Back here in Nationals Park. Leading off, Robert Hassel III. Way outside, 1-0. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Jordan Hicks getting ready to go. And another ball.
That's ball 3.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. That's out to center field. Lee under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5.
Here's C.J. Abrams to it.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one fouled off. That one down the line and foul ball. In the air to left center. Lee gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 13, Ahmed.
2 down, base is empty. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit. And there's a strike. Ball one there. Pitch misses there. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And misses inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one's in there. And now it's 3-2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And up next for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. There's a strike.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Fastball is outside. So now 1-2. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-2. One down, base is empty. And that misses. And it's 3-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Over to Lowe. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
12.
Jordan Hicks. He's been so good against lefties. And now the DH, James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Just missed. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. And that clips the inside corner.
3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramos makes the catch. One down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Whoa.
1 for 3.
Let's go, DC.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And another ball. And now 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. The Nationals up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Chopped left side. Over to first. That's it out.
Now batting, the catcher, K-Burks. Ruiz.
2 outs, base is empty. K-Bert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
In there at the knees. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Washington.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
32.
Trevor Williams.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Giants.
And
the
now
second baseman,
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a
I got
ball.
one ball,
Tried
one
to
strike.
attack with a sweeper. Pitch
Ball, that's
misses
off the plate.
outside. And it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the order. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. He's already homered in this game. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Hassel flashes the leather on the running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So up next, Elliot Ramos. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Zach Brixey looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Parker getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
2 on with 1 out. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. That clips the corner. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the out to center. Hassel moving under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 7-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ramos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. And it goes just foul. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. Grounded to low. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 2. Here's the left fielder, Alex Call.
The left fielder, Alex Ball.
Hicks back to work. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike. Ball, that's out.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together perfectly
batter,
for him right
number 2.
there. He wasn't able to
Second baseman,
elevate it, but he put a
Luis
great swing on it. Right on
Garcia.
time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's going to be Luis Garcia. And the
Ball
first
left
pitch
outside.
misses for ball one.
Ball two.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Lyle.
And that's outside. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Up now for Washington, Robert Hassel III. Into the outfield, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So digging in, C.J. Abrams. Up and in,
Ball one.
and that's ball one. Bases loaded, nobody out, and a run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's now 10-2. Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jordan Hicks departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the
San
Giants
Francisco.
with a new pitcher on the hill,
Number
Eric Miller.
68.
He's certainly been one of their
Eric
better relief pitchers this
Miller.
season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. And that one fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Hassel, the lead runner, out at second. Abrams on at first with nobody out. Outside with a breaking ball.
Strike.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting, the designated
And here's the
hitter.
DH for Washington, James Wood.
Wood.
First
Off the plate,
pitch, and he
ball one.
just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Randy Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Still only one out here in the inning. Check swing, called strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. One at second.
He's out.
What a double
Got him.
play that was. Inning over. So they get 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Nationals 10 and the Giants 2. And here is Matt Chapman. Chapman gets a piece there. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Chafin getting loose out there. Parker warming up as well. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Adames in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one pushed to the left and foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The catcher, number 14.
Really nice job
Patrick
staying up the middle with his
Bailey.
approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.